Oh, hello, Oh, hello, everyone, and welcome, and welcome to the.
Come on, Jamie, you're killing it. Do it.
Yeah,
Talk.
welcome to the first stream of TS 2021. And I'm joined tonight by our driver tonight, which is Sam.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. So if you have any questions on West Coast Mainline or TS 2021, don't be afraid to put them in the chat.
Use the full name. Use the full name. Don't abbreviate it until later on. First few times, use the full name. Yeah. Carry on. Yeah. It's all good.
That's right. Yeah, just don't be afraid to put it in the chat. Yeah, and you see we're driving the Pendolino tonight.
Yes, we are. Or we will do if I actually open the doors. Hold on. Let's do that. Okay. All right. Well, that was almost good, Jamie. And, solid effort. Yeah. But, basically, if you can see yourself on the screen, start using your words. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to press some buttons.
I hadn't pressed the button on the screen, so I could hear my voice coming through the microphone as well as speaking it at the same time. So it wasn't.
Just would you? Right, that should have it shut up for a little while. I thought I'd opened the doors already. I have opened the doors already. I'm so used to the Train Sim World little countdown marker, I forget to look at the correct whatnots. Right, okay. Give me bright, please. Thank you. Right, yeah, we are. We're going all the way to Birmingham. Unless something bad happens, which, it's by far not a foregone conclusion. Is tilt turned on? Well, yeah, I reckon. Yeah. Could be. It's just disabled at the moment. Here you go. Look, no current. Oh, no current fault. I'm at 100%. Tilt. No, I found the tilt. There you go. It's not. It's up here. So
temporary tilt is up there. There you go. So it's normal means it's working.
Okay, I acknowledge your.
Try the alarm acknowledge further up.
What button's that? Alarm.
So next to the temporary tilt.
Acknowledge. This is the worst. Oh, okay.
That one. Yeah. If not, put it back to isolated. Then press alarm acknowledge. And then put it back to normal.
That's why I bring you along, Jamie. Good
work. There we are.
Hey, yeah. We're leaving. Right. Okay, let's get out of here. Right, bit of notch 3 should get us underway. I'm pretty certain this will work. There you go. It's all good. Right, smashing. Right, there you go. That's the business. Yes, indeed. Yes, there it is. Okay, good. Oh no, yes, there's some more. I hope you like alarm sounds because I've got them, all of them. Many alarm sounds have been sacrificed in the making of this route. And here we go. Let's get us a bit of leaving the Euston. Hold on, I need to slow down a bit. There you go. Oh, I'm not speeding by much. Get a grip on yourself. It's all fine. Braking? No, I'm not braking anything. It's all working perfectly. That's all as nature intended. Here we go. We'll set it up for a bit of a flyby here. That'll be good. And it's going to be solid. It's going to be solidly good.
We've got a question. Random uploads. Can I create my own route, for example, Lowestoft to Norwich or Norwich to Liverpool Lime Street? Yes, you can. Yeah, you've got the editor in Train Simulator 2021. Yep. Actually, funnily enough, Norwich is near where I am, so that's. I think
you don't want to remind anyone of that, Jamie.
No.
Really. Look, it doesn't. I mean, we know you're north of the border, and not in a good way. So but that's all good. Yeah, you can. I mean, you could use the. There is already the East Coast route from Liverpool Street goes as far as Ipswich, I think.
Yes, it does.
That's already available, so you could do it as an extension if you wanted to go all the way to Norwich. There you go. It's still got low FPS. Yeah, because there's a heck of a lot going into this route, and unlike Train Sim World that only loads in the environment around you, it's got the whole shebang going on here. So it should ease up a bit as we get to a slightly less densely populated area. I do have absolutely everything ramped up. The works, all of it is ramped up. Is there a list of the various improvements in TS21?
Yeah. Well, we've got improved Steam Workshop functionality.
Okay, what does that mean? Do you know?
So basically, on your menu, you've got the you'll have I think it's a workshop icon, and the you'll be able to looking at it. Basically the game will look through what you own. So we'll look at all your routes, all your locomotives, and then it will then search through them and find the workshop content that's closest to, or basically that includes the routes and locomotives that you own.
So if there's any dependencies there, it will only recommend those to you if you actually have the bits and pieces.
Yeah.
All right, good. That's useful.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The other thing that's worth mentioning at this point is if you don't play in 32-bit, you should. No, not 32-bit. There you go. Look, I've deployed I deployed the lozenge and then put it away again. Playing 64-bit. Don't play in 32-bit. 32-bit is not suited to running the scale of routes that we've got going on here.
Yeah.
And therefore you want to go to 64-bit if at all possible. Yeah, we're going to say that a few times as well. Explain to people how the upgrade works. So how do you update to Train Sim 2021?
So anyone who had TS 2020, it will automatically upgrade. But what it won't do is give you the routes that are part of the packs. You can. What you need to do is, if you want the routes, you can buy them separately.
So yeah, so all of the routes are available on their own or as part of a Train Simulator 2021 bundle. But all of the new functionality changes in there, or whatever functionality changes are in there, you will get updated automatically just as part of a regular Steam update. So that's that. So basically you only need to buy it if you fancy the routes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And this comes with, does this come with all of them, or is it on, is this part of the standard, or is this deluxe only?
No, so West Coast Mainline is part of deluxe only.
So we're just doing the deluxe one, okay?
Yeah.
All right, fine. All right, can I blow the horn? Yes, I will do. As soon as the moment is with us, I'll hop outside and give it a honk. Yeah. To reiterate, 64-bit, play in 64-bit. 64-bit is what you want to play in.
Yeah.
If you're not playing in 64-bit, your performance is going to be pretty shocking. And I mean, as you can see already, the amount of detail going on in here is making even my monster of a system have to think about itself ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Look at it having a think there. Just having a wee bit of a think. I mean, I'm streaming it at the same time, but even so, it usually will run pretty smoothly. Right, let's get outside, give it a honk. Quite like the reverb at the end. That was quite nice. Yeah, no, that's all right. Okay, right, we can do 80 now. All right, I'm gonna thump it a bit. All right, let's do it.
Someone's asked what livery are we in today. So we're in the new Avanti livery.
When you say new, how new are you talking about there?
So Avanti, I think, took over, was it last year, if someone can correct me? Avanti took over from Virgin recently.
It is as recent as that. Yeah. I don't think they've actually fully lived. I was looking at chat earlier on, and I don't think they've even got any trains fully liveried yet. I think that this might be the first train in the livery.
There you go. December 2019 they took over.
Right.
Yeah.
So I could be wrong, but there you go.
Yeah. Oh, and someone Chewbacca Cheese said, there are two tones to the horn as well. So if you press spacebar and B,
No.
B do
Right. I'm going to use the wiggler.
Yeah. There you go.
Because I knew where the wiggler was. You see, I wanted to demonstrate that I'd actually spent some time looking around. That does the jet washer work? No. Oh, I long for the day when every button in the cab does stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's not even an immersion thing, it just gives me something to play with. So what else have we got in the list other than workshop integration? Because there is more stuff in there.
So we got improvements to content loading to reduce memory issues as well. That was the other one, I think.
There's what, sorry?
Improvements to content loading to reduce memory issues.
I made some noises there going past the camera. It was a little uncanny. Right, let's ease off on the throttle there. We're at about limit. How far have I got to my next destination? Watford Junction. All right, I know this route. Well, I don't know the whole of it. Flipping heck, there's some frameage going on here, isn't there? Thank you. That's it. It comes and it goes, you know.
Yeah.
It comes and it goes. There it is. Now, I mean, I'm running at 4K. I've got absolutely everything ramped up, and I am streaming it. But even so, I would anticipate just a smidge more frames than I'm getting at the moment. I mean, you say a smidge more, like reaching double digits would be good. Yeah. Okay, well look, we're going to get into the countryside at some point and maybe it'll ease up. Maybe it'll feel better about life. I'm going to, I'm putting it on notice now. We've got Watford Junction turning up soon. Perhaps if that were to be loaded in the background, that would be a good thing. Does it run better at 1080p? It probably would run better at 1080p. Probably would, because you're using less whatnot. But I'm using quite a lot of whatnot. And therefore it is what it is. But it's having a good solid push. You're running at 1440 and it's about the same. Yeah, there you go. What FPS am I getting? I haven't got the FPS counter up at the moment, but I'm not going to put it up either. As much as we want to show you what you're getting, you could see it. We don't need a numeric counter up there as well. That's going to make matters even worse. Good. I think you found the limits of this engine. It's quite possible. I mean, we do our best with what we got here, and this is the most complex route that we've ever put together. I am reliably informed, and it shows. I mean, look. I mean, just the catenary alone is there's quite a lot of action going on there.
Yeah, the junctions.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've got 9 miles to go to the next bit. I'm not paying any attention to the speed limit. Apparently, unless I floor this quite significantly, we're going to struggle to hit the time. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. There you are. And the overhead wires keep disappearing.
Yeah.
They do keep disappearing. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, you know what? This, as a shakedown cruise, it gives us a lot to look at, and that's one of the benefits of coming at this blind, effectively. Basically, the prep that I do for each one of these new route streams is I'll load it up, make sure I can get the train moving, because thinking ahead, you see, I look like a complete imbecile. Just like 75% is about as far as I want to go. But then you see it as I see it, and it is what it is. Right. I think it's a smidge faster than a PowerPoint slideshow. Plus, it's not whizzing in from the side and spiralling its way across before loading in captions very slowly over a period of 30 seconds. Right, is this coming to Train Sim World 2? It's not on the roadmap, and therefore it's not something we're building at the moment. You know what? We should be getting some tilt action outside at the moment.
Yeah.
I was about to say it looks like it might run smoother from the exterior camera, but that's not true. It is about the same. Okay, what have we got then, Jamie? What's on your fact sheet? Tell me some facts.
Right.
Jamie's fact sheet. Let's go.
Fact sheet. So, the full West Coast Mainline is actually 700 miles long.
What? Is it really?
Yeah. From London, Houston to Glasgow. Quite a long way. It splits into two as well at some places. Not obviously this route actually. The one we're playing runs from London, Houston to Birmingham. But it has an operating speed of 125 miles an hour, but only for tilting trains.
Right.
It's 110 for normal, standard, non-tilting trains. And yeah, it was opened in sections between 1837 and 1869.
Okay.
Quite an early railway.
So which was the first bit?
Oh.
Come on, you can't drop some Wikipedia in there and not ask me to interrogate further.
I didn't check that one. I would have to check that one.
Carry on. Sorry, I apologise for breaking your flow there.
That's okay.
What other facts that you've memorised?
The 390, Class 390, which is the Pendolino that we're driving,
Yep.
was constructed between 2001 and 2004, as well as 2010 and 2011.
Yep.
It was actually altogether. There's been 58 locos built or units, but 57 run in service with one being scrapped. They first entered service in 2002, and they use a Fiat tilting system.
Fiat as in Fiat Motor Company, or
Fiat as in the motor car.
Okay.
And also they actually have a top speed of 140 miles an hour, and they hold a speed record. In September 2006, I think it was September, they did a run from Glasgow to Houston in 3 hours and 55 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Two
Good.
facts.
Right, we've got 2.5 miles to go to our first stop. Now, I'm going to try slowing down here a little bit earlier than advertised. Thank you. Just to ensure that we slow down, because I don't know what the brakes are like yet. I haven't given it a go. Now, part of the reason for doing this is we'll see the point at which the frame rate smooths out. What it should do. I've shaved 10 miles per hour off so far, which is good because the speed limit's just dropped. I wasn't paying attention to speed limit changes at all, but that's fine. No, it's all good. That's not lag. It's not your frame rate performance, and this does have frame rate issues. Is not lag. Lag is only something that occurs in online play, or where there is a delay in between action and response. If it's frame rate, then it's low frame rate. But lag is something else entirely. Get it right. Look, if you're going to point out shortcomings and things, use the right terminology. Right. Okay.
Well, we've got what's the question now? Kevin Sim. What is the tilting thing you keep mentioning? So the Pendolinos, the Class 390s, have a system where they tilt. So the whole cab front,
Carry on.
She tilts over.
Don't mind me.
To give you a smoother ride, basically.
Yeah. I thought there were 7 settings of brake. There aren't. There's only 6. And then there's the emergency brake. Guess what we just did?
Emergency brake.
Well, the good news is I'm not going to overshoot the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I do like to test out the recover from emergency brake setting system. All right. There you go. it auto-deployed the sander. That was kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Right, I'm going to take it out of gear, give it a moment to have a think. In fact, take it out of gear, put the brakes on a bit. This probably doesn't need to be done because this is your modern here. Go on, there, have some notch 3. There we are, we're away. Okay, that's all right. That's all good. All right, there we go.
We're off.
All right, now then, I'm going to keep us to probably under 30 miles per hour here. Let's see if it smooths out. Because if it doesn't, then it's got nothing to do with the speed, you see. Because there is the possibility that is the speed of the train and the rate at which it's trying to load stuff in, so that if you're using a different class, then you'll get slightly better performance on it. But even now, even now, the frame rate is not silky smooth, is it?
No.
Okay, interesting. What other classes are available?
Oh, so you've got the Pendolino, which is what we're driving now. You've also got the Class 221 again, which is the Super Voyager, which also comes in Avanti Livery. You've also got the Class 378 in London Overground Livery. You've also got the Class 350, which comes in London Midland Livery. And you've also got the 377 in Southern Livery, and the Powerhall Class 66.
Okay. All right. Someone just asked what my specs were. Well, okay, brace yourself. So I'm running an Intel i9 9900K. Yep. I got 32 gig of RAM, and I'm using a GeForce 1080 Ti. GTX, obviously, and that will be upgraded to an RTX 3080 as soon as the whole of the gaming population in the UK stops DDoSing every flipping retailer. Yeah, there you go. No, what? Look, here's the thing, right? The reason we don't shy away from when a route is, it's running with a few problems like this is because we want to show you it as it is. Now, clearly it's not running brilliantly, and therefore, because we do get quite a few developers actually tune into this and remain silent and possibly facepalm ever such a little while watching these. Largely at my driving rather than anything else, but it gives them some good indications of okay, what do we need to look at? So it's likely, it's certainly possible that improvements can and will be made, but it is as it is for the moment. There you go. Yeah, I didn't buy the 2080. I was tempted by the 2080 RTX, but I went, that's a bit steep, and now I'm jolly glad that I waited. Can't justify a 3090. Right, there you go. So why release it if it isn't great? Well, it was felt to be great. Actually, I don't know. It's an interesting question. We have timelines that we have to work to release stuff, but at the end of the day, you can play it. It's just performance-y. I mean, if I were to crop the options down, which I do now on the fly, actually, I'd drop it to 1080 and maybe turn it down from 8 times flipping whatnot, anti-aliasing and all of that kind of business to see if we can get a little bit more horsepower out of it. But frankly, I crank it up to the max because my system should be able to handle it. And if it can't, well, that's not ideal. But also, can't do it from in-game, so I can't adjust the graphic settings from in-game. I also increased the field of view, which I don't usually do. I usually have a slightly narrower field of vision, which possibly isn't helping. But even then, I'm only at about 50%. And frankly, it should be able to handle it. There you go. Is a 2080 not much better than a 1080? No, a 2080 is a great card. Absolutely great card. But no, the 3080 is cheaper than a 2080 and significantly better. There you go. Happy Train Simulator 2021 release day.
Yay!
Expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
There you are. So what else have we got going on in 2021 other than the new workshop and some slightly improved handling of asset loading? If I understood that correctly.
Yeah. You've got basically for the routes, you've got Norddeutsche Bahn. You've got this is for normal pack.
In the update rather than the big bundly pack. We'll do the big bundly pack in a minute. But also I've got 75 miles to get to Coventry. Right, grip it, sit back, cup of tea, press Q. Go on, as you were, carry on.
So for normal, I'm trying to think what for normal upgrade. Off the top of my head. That's a good question.
I'm not doing that. I've got folding at home running in the background. No, I haven't. But I'll tell you what I will do. Right, it's going to pause the drive for a moment. Is I'll bring up my task manager here and see what's being tuned, because that could be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Right, there you go. Let's see who's eating everything that I've got. Right, as you were, back to progress.
There we go. Lovely.
All right. Well, the CPU is we've got 13% on the CPU usage. It's okay. That's not so much. 26% overall. So based on everything that I've got running, I've got a browser open. I'm running XSplit to stream this with. I've got 500,000 other various bits of Windows paraphernalia kicking around there in the background, and I've got Microsoft Teams running. So Mike can drop hot tips into the system. As far as memory usage is concerned, this is using 3.5 gigabytes at the moment. It's not a lot, is it? I can't see graphic card usage, but one would imagine it is not insignificant. Now, of course, I am going to have to tab out again now because foolishly I dropped this on top of the chat. Okay, so it's not memory and it's not CPU. There you go. Right. Right. Yep. Thank you. Carry on. So yeah, with the level of anti-aliasing I've got going on and running at 4K and all that kind of business, there we are. I'll be forgetting that TS only ever uses one core. That certainly makes a difference. A train simulator upgrade. Oh, flipping there comes speed. Hang on. Only just. Let me off, Gov. It'll be right. I'm going to be there on time.
There you go.
Yeah, I know. I'm back on it. I only blew 20 points. To be honest, I've only blown 230 points so far, and that includes triggering the emergency brake.
Also, there's a little trick. If you want to keep it at the right speed, you put the power on.
Yeah.
There's a little button next to the power control, which it says
speed set.
There we are.
Well, that takes everything away. I might as well not even be here apart from pressing Q. Is that what you young people describe as... Yeah, all right. Describe as fun. There you go. No, that's the brake you fall. There it is. That way, and then hit speed set.
Yeah. And now
I'll be honest with you, Jamie, I'm not convinced it worked. But, all right, I'll leave it as is, but I'll take manual override. It shouldn't there be like some kind of light lit? Speed supervised.
There you go.
Okay. Alright, so if I now take control...
There you go.
Speed still supervised, Jamie. I'm still being... They don't trust me.
Oh, well, I think that's the task, so that's the checking that you're not speeding.
Well, don't agree with me if I say it's something and it isn't. Don't say, oh, no, it's clearly that. Shouldn't there be some kind of, autopilot engaged light button system thing? I've got to slow to 115 in a sec anyway. I'm maintaining manual control. Thanks for pointing that out, but I'm not into it. Yeah. No, they are. Right. Good. Right. We got any more? Have we got any more questions coming in there? Your i9 and 2080 Ti seems to run it okay. Well, what do you define as okay there, County 1184? just to kind of figure out. Can you tell us a bit more about the out-of-memory fixes? Yes, it is essentially based off playing on 64-bit. Won't help you so much on 32-bit, but on 64-bit, you shouldn't get them anymore. Or if you do, it will be strongly reduced. And obviously, you get that by default. You don't have to buy anything to get that. That's part of the update. So if you had a route where historically you would find yourself running out of memory frequently, go give it a go and see if it still happens. We're interested to get your feedback, to be honest. Yeah. How long is the route? How long is this route? We're going Euston to Birmingham today, so it's not a small amount of distance at all. 113. Thanks, Artful.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's all good. No, it's all good. Yeah, we've got some tilt action. All right, hang on. Let's get some. Whoa! Let's get some exterior camera here to see if we can't appreciate some. That's the wrong camera. Let's go with this one. Get some tilt appreciation going. I mean, because it's a high-speed route, it's kind of geared towards long, majestic, swooping corners rather than anything that's going to make you tilting around like some kind of crazed lunatic. How can this not be on TSW2 then? Well, the reason is because it would have to be entirely built in Train Sim World 2. The two games are entirely separate things, completely separate. While we can use research from one to help build a route on the other, you have to build it still, and that's, you might be able to export some models across, but of course Train Sim World has higher detail levels than Train Simulator, so you're not actually saving a huge amount of work. You've still got work to do to make it compliant. For all the details on the upgrade from Train Simulator 2020 to 2021, check the Steam page. It tells you on there. That will have all the details, including the ones we can't remember.
Yep.
Right. Who's driving? It's mostly the train, I'll be honest. I'm just here to press Q once in a while. Yeah. There you are. Yeah. How many FPS? Not enough, would be my guess. Not enough, and I'm pretty FPS tolerant. Anything kind of 25 and above, and I'm a relatively happy camper. But this is routinely falling below that. So there you go. It is a little more. You don't need to exaggerate. Anything below 25, 24, and I think it is justifiable to say, you know what, frame rate's not good. We might have hit 15, I think, earlier on coming out of Euston. But even now, we're routinely getting drops, but it's holding up for the most part. The poor computer is struggling. The poor computer should not be struggling. If I felt that it was going to struggle, I would have dropped my settings down a bit. But I'm using exactly the same level of funk that I do when running Train Sim World, which is a significantly more hungry hippo. Yeah. Wonder if the 390 is causing some of these problems? Maybe. The poor engine is struggling. That's actually probably the most accurate thing you can say, because this route especially is pushing the engine quite a lot further than was ever envisaged. So what we're seeing here is the manifestation of optimism and dreaming the dream meeting the reality of the situation. Yeah. Do the neutral sections work for the Class 350 on this route? I have no idea. Have you poked around that one, Jamie?
I don't even know that one. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
Unless Mike might know, I don't know.
The serious impact will be the fog. The Train Sim engine hates fog. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I'm, as much as I work for the company, I didn't build the thing, so I'm not the tech department. So I'll take your word for it. You're going to be quite significantly more expert than I am. Right. Well, yeah, InstaSim. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that Train Sim World would handle really quite well, because it doesn't have to load in absolutely everything from the get-go. Is the lag? It's not lag. It's frame rate. Frame rate, not lag. Use the correct terminology. It's the game. And I'm not using OBS. I use XSplit. There you go. Yeah. Now look. If I'm moving in a smooth, coherent fashion, and yet the game is not moving in a smooth, coherent fashion, then you can. I mean, that's as smooth as you think it is. But then you can determine where the problem is. Dilly, you're just poking me now, aren't you? Use the right. There's perfectly acceptable terminology available to you. Right, good. How many miles left to New Street? I don't know, but we've got 57 to get to Coventry, and then New Street is obviously another 15, 20 beyond that. Actually, it might even be more. Oh, I'm so small you can't tell. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's because you're watching on your phone.
Yeah.
So my camera is great. That's because I'm on it. They are. I see. Yeah. All right. What else we got going on? After the preserved stuff is done for Train Sim World 2, could this be on the list in the future? Anything could be on the list in the future. Keep your eye on the roadmap and you'll find out. If you're optimistically hoping for exclusives and stuff, asking on the street is really not a good way to do it. Are the coach monitors on the side of the coaches by the door, the new LED ones or the old dot matrix ones? We'll have a look when we land. Although that said, we've got quite a while till landing. Let's go and have a look see, shall we? Right. There we go. Hold on. Wait. No. Look. I want to have a look at my doors. Looks like the old style ones. Oh, I'm not sure actually. No, they're the new ones. They are the new ones.
No, certainly, but yeah, because they would be the new. Because it's the Avanti Livery, we'd probably have the new ones on.
Yep, there you go. That's the. They are the new ones. Oh, the new ones have white text. Really? Do they? Ooh, I've never seen one of those in the wild. Okay, in which case, it's the old ones, like I said a moment ago. And any chance of an extension of this to Manchester Piccadilly would be to push the engine too far? In one seamless experience, yeah, almost certainly. What? Flipping heck, that was uncalled for. But as a separate entity, yeah, I was way ahead of you there, Trent. Please tell me that was me controlling the slowdown there, Train. You don't get to seize control.
You're trying to.
Just me. Fun fact: the DN turnout at Rugby from the LEC 1, Leicester, maybe, to RBS 1 is something in the entire country turnaround excluding HS1. I can't see it because half of me flipping windows got rearranged.
From LEC 1 to Rosebud, it's one of the only two switches in the entire country for 125 turnout excluding HS1. Oh.
Okay. I used to commute regularly from Rugby back when it was just being completed with the upgrade, because I used to go to Liverpool on a regular basis via Rugby. I know, pretty exciting stuff, I tell you. And Rugby Station was a delight. Everything was really efficient there for ages when the upgrade was completed. Yeah, there you go. What's my favourite type of train simulator? I don't mind, generally speaking. I prefer older diesel stuff, just because there's a little bit. It feels a little bit more going on, But that's down to my taste in cars as well. Yeah. No, I prefer. I think. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather own and drive for fun something old, but to get to work, I'd like something new that works, please.
Yeah.
That's largely it. Although saying that, my car's 20 years old, so yeah. But it's still perfectly acceptable. Yes. 101 so bad trains to drive? No, I don't. Well, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. I think they're a lot of fun because there's lots to do with them.
Yeah.
I love that beating noise. Yes, I like the beating noise too. Are you excited for Train Simulator 2021? We're playing it.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, the excitement is palpable, friends. Yeah. There you go. I like the chorus number 3. That's very true. Potentially. If I could get it off the back of the truck. Right. I would get this for TS 2021, but what you're showing is in 10 frames per second glory. We're showing you what it is. Oh yeah, no, we're not showing what it isn't. We're showing what it is. Yeah. So yeah, it's and as mentioned earlier, when we get we routinely get the developers watching this, so they'll be able to go. Actually, look, you can see that the right now the frame rate relatively stable. It's not particularly maximum, but then look, slow bit, and then in a sec it'll do not slow bit again. There's quite a lot of road traffic going on over there. I wonder if that's contributing at all. Look, you can see. Look at this, just some business going on over there, and it was moving. I'm not speeding. No, that's just time delay on explain train. No, it's just it's just pointing out that the additional business. And here's a station. Woo!
It's Bleachley, I think.
Yeah, there you
I know someone asked for the map earlier.
go. Have you tried turning down the graphic settings and resolution to see if it's run smoother? Well, I'll tell you what. We'll go as far as Coventry, and then we'll do just that. We'll instead of completing the route all the way to Birmingham, I'll leave that surprise for those of you who decide to pick it up. What we'll do is so you can see the same computer running it in a different with different settings. I'll reload it and I'll drop all my settings down. I'll tweak the stream to make sure it looks right, and we'll go from there. And then we'll see what sort of performance change we get. How does that sound? Matt looks different. He looks younger, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Jamie, don't worry. Don't listen to them. You are your own precious entity. Yeah. A lot of people are asking why the Northampton route isn't included. Can we get clarification as to why it isn't in? Because that would involve a ton of stuff. Or rather, it would involve a ton of extra stuff to be done. And we have already crammed in a heck of a lot into this route. So eventually you have to get to a point where you just say there's only so much you can put in.
Yeah.
And as you can see by the way it's performing, we have crammed in quite a bit. I just put up a complaint ticket about the trains. The amazing train, but coaches C and H annoyed me. You're gonna have to give me more information than that. What did Coach C do to you?
What did H do as well?
Well, H has got it coming, but Coach C, no, I've never had a problem with it. Oh. Can you please put on the FPS count? What's the FPS counter button? I can't remember what it is. Isn't it like it's like N or something?
Sure.
It's 115-ish miles, I think. Coach C is called Charlie. Yeah. Coach C is the shop. I bet it was closed. Oh, they're facing the wrong way.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. Okay. If they're facing the wrong way, yeah, that's not exactly ideal, is it? Shift Z for the FPS counter. Okay. There you go. There you go. That's just. I'll press Shift Z. I'll be honest with you. There we go. Right, frame rate. You possibly can or can't make it out. We're currently rocking at a heady frame rate of 16, 17 frames a second. I'll let you know if we get any excitable dips, twists or flips in there. Oh, in that case, I guess my tolerance is actually significantly lower than 24 frames a second. 15. Yeah, that's about half of what you want. Yeah. Okay. All right. No, we're going up now. No, stay inside. Well, it's giving me something new to look at, so that's all good. I'll keep me out. Big oof right there. I completely agree. That is a big oof. Oh, and we hit a 20 there briefly. I know. Be still my beating heart.
Stephen, as us, do these trains have a quiet coach? I'm not entirely sure. If they do have a quiet coach, they should do.
Can I show the train? Yeah, it's been a couple of minutes since we did that. Okay, here's a bit of train action. I would use. I'll do the fly past, but it really kills the frame rate. There you go. I don't know. Coach C looked like it was the right way around to me. Or do you mean the interior layout is the wrong way around? Because it looks like, certainly if I was designing this livery, that's how I'd have it working, is where you flip onto it each time. But, what do I know? Right. Thank you. Yeah, train.
Nope.
There's a buffet car, right? I don't ever need to look. Of course it isn't. Yeah. Oh, look on the inside. I bet it's about the way the pantograph faces. Thank you. Right, that makes total sense. Yeah, no, the pantograph being at the wrong end, being wrong facing.
Yeah.
No, get it. Right. Why is it so laggy? It's not laggy. It's got low frame rate. It's not. Lag is about the internet, people. It's not about how fast the game moves. You've been taught wrongly. Everyone who said that low frame rate is lag, it's not. Oh, hold on, we're at 26 frames a second now. Oh, we're now doing a solid 25.
Lovely.
I'll be honest with you, it doesn't feel much smoother than 16 used to. I mean, it's less. You can have huge lag at 120 frames a second. Quite so. Yeah. No, we don't. We do loads of testing. Testing is done. Loads of it. Loads of testing all the way. And it could just be because of how I've got it configured. So what we'll do is after I arrive at Coventry, I'll drop my settings a bit and we'll have a redo and see what's happening. Hold on, I've got Matt on screen too. Matt's dropping some knowledge in there about the FPS counter. Thank you, Matt. Okay, no, I didn't know that. No, didn't know. We're hitting a routine 28 FPS now. So the scenery is obviously having an impact.
Yeah.
That gantry we just went over, that caused it to be quite upset with me. I'm too fascinated by the FPS counter. Right, yeah, I'll turn it back off again. So we've seen the kinds of numbers that it does, and well, there you go. We'll do a comparison when we do the redo, the do-over. Do you get this route for free, or is it part of the pack? It's part of the pack. You get all of the upgrades to the base game. They come for free. But if you want the routes, you've got to buy the routes. There you go. And this particular route is available independently, or you can get it as part of the deluxe edition if you fancy absolutely everything that's included. Yes. What's going on with Euston? Don't know. What is going on with Euston?
Yeah, what is?
It's missing a bit of wall. I'll tell you that for nothing. Right next to where the cab of the Pendolino starts on this particular scenario, there is a very significant piece of wall missing right there. Yeah. There we go. Go on, Jamie. You're on.
Yeah,
Phil. I'm out of material for the moment.
Yeah.
There's people asking why the frame rate's so bad, and all I have is it is, and it might be in my settings. We're going to test that in a minute. But it just is. really looking like this used to, and so many people complaining about this. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. There you go. Should up the speed a little bit. What are we talking about? I'm joking. It's not a target. It's a limit. But I will do anyway.
Yeah.
As this is all your fault, Jamie. It's because you said that it would automatically shut the train off if I exceeded the speed limit.
Yeah. Yeah. It has a. That's what the TAS system is. So where it says TAS at the top, and that is the safety system for speeding.
It just is, and that's acceptable. It's a very appropriate comment to make there, Stephen. And frankly, it just is. Whether it's acceptable or not is for you to decide. I'm not going to tell you whether it's acceptable or not. It's for you to decide whether warts and all is going to be adequate or not. Tilt authorization and speed supervision. Thank you, Professor. Play with lower settings and blue skies. Wilco. Yeah, I'll turn off as much as possible and see what we get. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yes. I mean, this is it is an old engine, and maybe we just tried to do too much with it. But equally, we haven't ruled out that I'm just trying to make it do too much with the settings that I've got enabled. Can you show the map? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Right. So hold on. Center on player. Right. Here we go. We're currently booking up here. I bet the frame rate here is pretty good. There's a fair bit of route here, you know.
Yeah.
There is a fair bit of route. Hold on. No. The sander is enabled.
Uh-oh.
I didn't get there in time. I've vexed it. I have angered the gods. No, it's stopping us. Yeah, flipping heck. Right, that's what you get for looking at the map there, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Not my fault. That's your fault, map lovers. Anyway, look, while we're stopping, let's have a look at the map. Right, there you go. So if we, hold on, recenter on me again. I'm all the way up here. Now, we came out of Euston, so we've actually covered, no, not now. So we've actually covered a fair chunk of the map already. Or have we? No, we're actually only about halfway through. So then we got, I assume this is Coventry. Rugby. That's rugby. Oh, we're going to go through Rugby. Smashing. I'd prefer to stop at Rugby. I like Rugby. And then you've got Coventry here, and then you roll onwards till you get to New Street.
There we are.
There you go. There's a lot of business going on at New Street.
Yeah.
Right then. Thanks, train. No. Thank you. Right, take it out of gear. Give it a little bit of brake to show that we care. There we are. Yes. Right, and then do that back. Look, this worked last time. I don't care if it's correct procedure or not. It got the job done. Go on, thump it.
There we are.
Yeah, we're away. Okay. Right, smashing. Good. Did I press Q to acknowledge the sound? Yes, I did, but it didn't work while I was on the map. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Is there a roadmap for Train Sim 2021 and later and so on? Not at the moment, but it's something that's in discussion as to whether that's helpful. It's slightly more complicated because obviously there are a ton of developers who work on Train Simulator, so it would only ever paint a very small slice of the total picture, and as such it might be a bit misleading. So we don't. That's the discussion that's being held anyway. So we know that it'll be appreciated anyway, but we'll wait and see exactly what's what.
Someone's asked for a bit of passenger action.
As for a bit of passenger action, I can never remember the key to go back and sit in a passenger car.
I think it's 3 or 4.
It's not 4 and it's not 3. I'm going to try 5. There you go. There you go. Look at that. It's a man with a face. You know. Just because I'm curious. No, nothing special. Okay. Yeah, no, it's a bit of passenger. I'm desperate to press E and go for a wander. Because that's the thing you can do. There was a way whereby you could move to the next. Hang on. Yes. Where you could hop into the next car. But there you go. Right. That guy's clearly a government minister about to leave a disc of top secret government data on the train. You got that. Just for the arrow keys didn't do it for me, man. I gave it a spin, but it wasn't accomplishing much. Yeah. Just for reference, can we have the specs of the machine that this is running on? Yeah. There you go. Again, it's an i9 9900K. It's not overclocked, and the game is only using 13% of its go at the moment. Was that Joseph Stalin in the passenger view? Yes, probably was. I've got 32 gig of RAM and I'm running a GTX 1080 Ti, so it's not a slouch of a machine at all. Those specs and you're getting this FPS? Yes. Yeah, that's what's occurring. But that's why we're going to do a test running at, because I've got everything at maximum. So we're going to run a test where I drop all the settings down a little bit. And we'll see what happens. Yep.
Someone has asked, I'm trying to find the question.
Yep.
Why is it that we have all the passenger views in first class?
Because we believe our players are first class.
There we go. Yeah.
No, look, it's a weak one. Possibly because when you go back to passenger view, it goes back to the first car, and more often than not, the first class is usually either the very front or the very end on your big intercities. In fact, on most trains.
Yeah.
No, caveat further. On most trains that I have ridden on. There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
No one could disprove that now. There you go. Yeah. There are some overhead wires through concrete at Euston. There are some overhead. Well, when we came out of Euston not so long ago, there were some overhead wires that weren't at all. So you know, there's that. Why not have it in first class? I can ride in standard pretty cheaply. First, however, that's a price. Yeah, well, you see, the trick is get someone else to pay for it, and then you can ride.
Yeah.
Although, you know, your Sunday £5 upgrade to ride in first is pretty good fun. You get a little bit more comfy sitting room in the UK anyway. On scenario 5, the second signal you come to stays red and never clears. Pezza Gaming. Jamie, tell him what to do.
If you have an error with the game or any problems, put a ticket on the what's it called? I can't remember the ticket, or stick it on the forums so we can someone can have a look at it.
So with an issue like that, go and take it to the Tech Reports forum, and that way, if other people have experienced it, there might be a workaround in the short term, but it allows us to track people having problems like that so they can be resolved. Yeah, there you go. It was more between Stoke and Euston last time I went on one. I think it was 20 quid. What, on a Sunday upgrade? Admittedly, I've not done trains on a Sunday in 6 years, something like that. So I couldn't tell you.
Oh, how much does the route cost? Well, we've got that. So, basically, if you want all the routes, so you get 4 routes in the deluxe edition, it costs you $39.99.
That's the deluxe edition. The deluxe edition of Train Simulator 2021. Carry on.
Yep. But if you just want West Coast Mainline South, it is $24.99.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Seatfrog app. Yeah, isn't that the one that allows you to buy multiple short hop tickets at a knockdown rate because there's tons of them, and then you buy, you'll end up buying 4 or 5 tickets for a full route, which will end up being a knockdown rate. Yeah.
The other way is it's called ticket splitting, so it will work out different routes and split it. Yeah.
I am familiar with their work, although I've never used it. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, me and a friend got first class Wrexham to Lancaster return for something like 20 quid each because you booked in advance. Well, advance tickets are good like that, providing you don't mind riding at flipping 2 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday where the weather is in a particular alignment.
Yeah.
Is there work? That is the question, Gareth. Is with the FPS issues that we're seeing, is there going to be work done to resolve them? I don't have one of the TS team on the hotline to me at the moment, so I couldn't tell you for certain. But what we will do is we'll definitely report it. We'll definitely say, this isn't exactly running like buttery smooth, and it might be worth looking at. So we'll provide you information when we've got more information to give. But at the moment, all we can say is we'll be passing the information along. There you are. It doesn't look like I'm going at 106 miles per hour. Put that down to a fine piece of, where's the train come from? Germany? Japan?
Italy, actually.
Italy.
Italy.
A fine piece of Italian engineering.
Yeah.
There you go. I have managed to get the speed limit. They're pretty much on time now. It's Italian. Good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't agree with you, Gareth. I would say it is just below. But obviously, your own tolerance to FPS is your own tolerance to FPS. No one else can tell you what's acceptable and what isn't. If it looks acceptable to you, then it is. If it doesn't look acceptable to you, then it isn't. It's a relatively straightforward prospect. Pendolino sounds Italian. Yeah, I know, but I thought that might have been some kind of cunning rebranding by a marketing department somewhere. You know, marketing departments somewhere alike. They're all about a rebrandage. With the current pandemic, has it been difficult for you guys to go out and get trains at the moment for research? It has been more complicated than usual. That's for sure. Pensolino is literally she who leans. Hey, we just learned something.
Yeah, we have.
Does the number 8 button work on this upgrade? Yes. Here we go. This is where we can see all the cars. Well, bye then.
Yep.
Oh, flipping it. Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah. Don't get your knickers in a twist there, train. We've got 14 miles to go. 15 miles to go to Coventry. And I'm going to stop there. Horn in the tunnel, please. Next time we come across anything significant, I will do. Preserved Pendolino collection marketing. I don't believe this is preserved. I think this is freshly minted, and the paint's still wet. Right, 5 circle is Edinburgh, 5 Edinburgh. Yes. This seems to be part of a conversation that I was not privy to previously. The patents for the tilting technology for the APT was sold to Fiat. Fiat Ferrovaria, who developed the Pendolino line of trains. The rest is history. Well, there you go. There you are.
Yes.
Are you British or American? Whichever one offends you less. There you are. That's what I'll be. Good. This is the bonus of Train Sim World 2, having a better engine. There's nothing wrong with the engine. The engine does a tremendous amount, given how old it is. But even so, the aspiration here to deliver a full, good chunky length route. I mean, Euston to New Street. There's a lot of action going on in there. But is it a bridge too far? Is it a line too long? Is it something too something?
We were sort of saying running late the enhances the realism of being on a British railway.
Yeah, I used to use the Pendolino twice a week from Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. and I'll tell you, they're terrific. A very, very big fan of Pendolinos.
Yeah.
They're smashing. I think this might be rugby, you know.
I think it is.
It is. I recognise it.
Yeah.
I've stood right there where that lady with the purple top was. I've stood there on many occasions. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Good. Are the routes expensive because of the license of the train company? Yes and no. So the pricing of routes we do, and it doesn't matter which game we're talking about here. The pricing is based on several factors. So you've got licensing is certainly part of it, but also we don't sell masses of copies. You know, our goal is always to allow people to have the stuff they want rather than anything else. So it's priced in accordance with being able to continue staying in business, along with providing the choice and range of routes to make people thrilled. You know, there is no one at Dovetail who drives a Ferrari. You know, that's just not it. You know, we do very nicely, thank you very much. But no, it's not about. We feel it's the right value. Whether you feel it's the right value is your call. But no, it's because we're not expecting to sell millions upon millions of copies, and you know, and there's that, and that's why we also we go into sales all the time. You know, we're routinely putting stuff on sale, but that means that, you know, if you want the newest, freshest, brand new thing, then there's a premium to pay. There you go. Why do you always set good routes in boring eras? All right,
Yeah.
Chris, you're going to have to back that up. Give us a for instance.
Yeah.
Give us an example of a good route in the wrong era. Artful's just talking about Scotland. There's obviously a parallel conversation going there.
It's something going on
a
about.
good route and sort out the missing stuff like the wires at Wembley and Wilson. We will definitely be feeding back all of your comments. We will make sure the development team see every single one of them. So, you know, if you put them in the forum, it's the easiest place for us to gather those comments together. But even on streams, you know, if there is an obvious bit of sentiment coming forward, we'll make sure that people hear about that.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, that's how the decisions are formed to do more. This route in the 90s would be wonderful. Old Virgin HSTs take me right back to my childhood. Problem with Virgin is they can no longer grant us the license to do Virgin stuff. The Virgin license is really flipping complicated. As some of you are probably aware already. So I know it's just a for instance in this case, but yeah, that's where you go. Why did you choose cloudy weather to show off the route? I chose the first scenario that used a Pendolino, so this is a pre-built scenario that I've chosen to play because I thought I want to show off the Pendolino, or rather, I want to drive the Pendolino. So I'll pick the first scenario in the list. There you go. Would I choose the same one again? I don't know. Maybe not. We will see. Is the Train Sim World 2 Preservation and Isle of Wight being sent to Sony and Microsoft to be in the queue? Don't know. You're trying to predict when they're going to be released, aren't you? No, you're not going to trap me into that. No. I'm not going to give you any information of that regard. They'll be out when they're supposed to be, and not a moment before. Drive a 350 soon. Do I know a 350? What's the 350?
So 350 comes with West Coast Mainline pack, and it's like the commuter train of the West Coast Mainline. So you see them; they're basically the stopping services.
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah.
Isn't it running 377s as well, though? I recognise the 377, or I think I do anyway, because they're East Coast way. So I've driven that a fair bit, so I recognise that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What have we got left? Oh, 3 miles. We're almost there. All right. Okay. I'll start easing it back. This time, no emergency brake. We're going to come in clean and smooth, like a smooth, clean thing. Right. Will you add New Zealand and Australia to train soon? Because I'm from over there. From both, but they're 1,000 miles apart. We don't really have a limit to where we'll do routes and locos from, but there is, unfortunately, a standard answer that I give on this front, is that in order to cover a new country, one of the first things we have to do is understand how railways operate in that country, and then we have to build all of the various kind of standard trackside bits and pieces that you'll get. So whether that's catenary masts or signals or signage, that kind of thing, and we also need someone in the building who has a pretty good idea how all of that kind of operates together, how it hangs together, so that we can get a reasonable proximity on authenticity. So that doesn't mean to say we don't do it, but it means that if we're going to do it for one route, then doing it for multiple routes is actually a better idea. So then the decision comes: do we think that we'll sell multiple routes, locos, and so forth, based in one area? There you go. Now it's clearly loading something in. I think at that point, that area there is possibly where you're switching from a low poly model to a higher poly model. And because we're coming into a station with a relatively high poly count, because we're just over half a mile out now, I think it was loading that in, or I think it was switching between lots, and that's what that particular judder was. I've observed it at several stations. Yeah. Okay, right. We're already below this 75 mile an hour limit. Oh, hold on. I should really be braking a lot now.
Yeah. Oh, here's the edge of the platform.
That's all right. That's okay. We're only doing 60, and this is a state-of-the-art piece of Italian marvellousness. So so we should be golden. There you go. No, it's all good. It's all good. Where's me 10-car stop sign? Can't necessarily see it, but I can see the end of the platform. We'll aim for there. Right, there it is. Right. Give me all the brakes, but not the big one. We don't want the big brake. Just all the usual brakes. Shut up. That will do nicely about there. Good. Get off my train. Right, we'll have another quick look outside here at Coventry, which is nice. Actually, Coventry Station's a lot like Stoke. If you're familiar with Stoke-on-Trent, the Stoke-on-Trent station is in fact almost identical to this one. It's a conspiracy. We come up a little short. Barely. I mean, okay, maybe half a car's worth. But if we go down to the back end, it's not like we're dangling out the far end.
No.
Much. Maybe. I mean, they're going to have to jump. But no, it's good. We blew 2,000 points on timeliness. Right. Back to the main menu. And then we shall... we'll do a bit of reconfigure. Now, I might need to resize some stuff on the stream there. But let's go straight into the settings, because then you can see what I've got set on here.
Yeah.
Right, let's turn everything. Let's turn the dynamics off. Let's crop this down to 1080, which lives 1920 by 10. Thank you. 1920 by 1080. Yes, and then hit save. All right. In order for this to... Oh, all right. Hold on. Well, look, just save it. Not yet. We'll do it in a minute. I want to tweak with another couple of bits as well. Go on to advanced. So there you go. I had absolutely everything, hammer time. Right, we'll leave that alone. Go back to basic. Drop the whatnot, and I'll do a reboot. And we'll get to use the please wait screen.
Oh,
there you go.
Look at that. Lovely.
Yeah, I know. Steady on. Everybody relax. Well, this is unconventional. We're in uncharted territories for stream situation. The microphone's still live, so we can still have an engaging conversation.
Someone asked, can you also do a freight scenario with the Powerhall 66?
Oh, this is doing really horrible things to my resolution.
Oh.
I feel like crying. Carry on. No, you can't. The chat's disappeared for me. It's throwing windows all over the place. I don't know. Anything could be happening.
Also, was 73A, when is TS 2021 releasing? It's out now. You can go to Steam and buy it now.
Okay, all right. I appear to be back in the room, although everything else is switched off. There you go. Put that back there. Bring this back up. No, just yeah. I'll tell you, it's not having the best of time at managing multiple resolutions at once. There you go. Bring this back. Yeah. I'm going to chance this and see what happens. But this is sliding because I'm changing resolutions. Yeah, just would you? I mean, I could put it windowed, but I don't want to. Right. Okay. Speak to me there, XSplit. Yeah. I mean, we're back in the room, but is the game back in the room? We'll just have to see, won't we? There you go.
Moved over a bit.
Moved over a bit. No, wait, no. Oh, no. What have I done now? Hold on. Wait for it.
Wait for it.
They don't recommend you do this while streaming, you know. They don't say to get the optimum streaming experience. What one should do is really start mucking about with your resolution midway through your stream. That's sure to work sublimely well. Thank you to whoever it was pointed out that there's a black screen. I know, I could see it. Don't worry, I could most definitely see the problems going on there. Right, let's thump through to the big long list of stuff. Right, there we go. Now we're going to do the Pendolino again. I know you want to see the 350. I'll find an excuse to do a 350 another time. But we're going to do the Pendolino again so we can compare and contrast the start coming out of Euston. All right, just let me double check my settings. There you go. Right, we've turned everything dynamic off because you know that's going to have an impact. Right, punch it. All right, I can't see anything about this. I can't see the chat now. I can't see the stream, and I'm not touching nothing. I'm just going to let it roll. So I'm relying on you, Jamie. What's going on?
Right.
Has the picture come back up?
No.
Helpful. Okay. All right. Well, we'll wait till the game's loaded. Sometimes it takes until then before it does it. This is why I prep all of this stuff ahead of time. Yeah. 2 talking heads in front of a black screen. No, I mean it's moody. It's modern theatre. It's most definitely what we got. I got Mike. Mike's online too. He's going to be going, I'm not so sure this is a brilliant idea. Why? Why would you do this? Why would you? He is. He's going to let me have it with both barrels. He's going to go end the stream. End the stream. It'll be fine. He's going to give me some tips. Actually, that's going to be recommended. There we go. There, I've got the scrolly loading bar thing going. Sometimes, because I tab out a lot while I'm setting up the stream and so forth. Sometimes it really doesn't. Oh, he's just telling me I broke it.
Broke it.
Thanks, Mike. Helpful. Brilliant. It's working now. You just got to wait till you've got the white lozenge going along the bottom. And if you tab too much while it's trying to load it up, it takes for ages. So you just have to be patient and wait for the magic to occur, which it will do presently. Also, Mike, while I've got you, all of these screenshots still say TS 2020 at the top. Go off and fix that, would you? Thank you. There you go. That's all good. It's a new game now. Yeah. It's the next evolution in the train simulator tapestry of history.
Yeah.
How's the chat taking all this, Jamie? You're being eerily quiet. It could just be because I'm talking a lot.
Someone said you should get some light on this tunnel. We're not in a tunnel.
Very good. So. No, that's good. No, there'll be someone recommending that I sound a horn. Right. Okay. Let's close that. Let's get the doors open.
Yeah.
Let's prep this bad boy for dust off, and let's see what we get. I'm not even going to look at frame action until we're about ready to go. I'll tell you what. I can actually see the controls now. That makes a difference. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I miss all the dynamic though. Oh, I miss it. I miss it a lot. Right, I can't even go. Oh, maybe I can. Yeah, there we go. That's got it. Right. Okay. All right. Let's have a look outside. So, well, I mean, here's the thing. On the stream, normally I'm downscaling. You can't see the picture on the stream, Jamie.
No.
That would have been something to point out to me. All right, okay.
I didn't.
I'm going to have to tab out and try and fix that then, aren't I? I wonder if it's... This stream is a wild success. Point my webcam at the screen. It wouldn't be the first time I've done that, you know. Wouldn't be the first time. Right, add source. I've got a sneaking suspicion I know what I might have done. Yeah, all right, okay, let's resize that. No, drop that down to about here. That's all right. Look, I'm truly a master. Yeah, I know. When I reloaded the game, I loaded up in 32-bit. This could be horrendous. We might do this again. But you know what? I'm committed to this experiment. I'm thrilled to be a part of it. Mike's going to go, not 32-bit. I'll go, yeah, 32-bit. It's a thing that's happening. We'll do a 32-bit test, and then we'll do a 64-bit test. So if you're no longer having a good time, leave the stream. All right. But if you're happy to see the adventure that we are currently rolling around on, stick around. We'll continue rolling around on it. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's have a look at the current frame rate is 20 while we're stationary. Okay. I'm at the moment I'm not convinced that this is going to be any improvement. But this is 32-bit, not 64-bit, so we'll just have to wait and see. But this is the bit of missing wall I was talking about. Yeah, it's quite hard to notice.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's not an easy one to spot, that. Right, are we nearly done yet? What's taking these flaming passengers so long? Get on the train already. Yeah. Come on, we've got important science occurring here. And what's going on up there?
There.
Wait for the guard signaling. It's because it's no longer dynamic. Now it's just the end times.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Are you happy for us to go? Thank you, there, guard. Right. Let's be having you. All right. Now then, let's. There you go. There's a bit of horn.
There's a bit of horn.
Right. Let's have a look. All right. Okay. Based on the test so far, no. Also, Cthulhu is coming. Cthulhu is coming. I mean, look at that. That's the end times, right there. Up in the sky.
We didn't add it yet. We didn't have the apocalypse weather.
I may have vexed the safety device there. Yep, totally vexed it. Right, let's try this again in the right bit because it auto reloaded. You see, so I'm afraid we're going to go through all that rigmarole again. Right, let's do it. Where's the flipping button? There it is. All right, and then let's tell it I'm out of here. Right, okay. Now then, for my next trick. Has it monkeyed around with that? No, it hasn't. All right, here we go. Hope you're comfy, Mike. We're still going. We're going again. We had that much fun the first 3 times. We're going to have another go.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. And hit that, and then hit this one. 64-bit edition, please. That should be the default, incidentally. I think the time has come that we can make the 64-bit version the default rather than 32-bit. 32-bit is just asking for trouble. 64-bit is where the people live. By people, I mean me. All right, okay. Right, have we looked at that? Oh, you've got a loading screen. That's good.
Yeah.
That demonstrates something's working anyway.
Yeah.
Right, there's... Yeah. Right, okay, come on. Let's be having you. Right, same bit again. This time with extra feeling and flamboyance. Right, let's go to choose me route. Let's go over here to the page 4, which is where it lives. Okay. All right, I've got one more test to do. We're going to do the Pendolino test again, so let's get that going because it takes a couple of minutes to load up.
Yeah.
And then several people have postulated that it is the Class 390 that is causing the problems. The fine piece of highly tuned Italian hardware may be at fault. So we'll load up another train starting out of Euston and see if we get the same thing. No, I'm committed to the plan, Jamie.
Yeah.
I think it's a good plan you came up with. So I'm excited to be a part of it. Good. Right. Good. Just load.
Someone's put it's the damn Fiat.
What? Fix it again tomorrow?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The Panda.
Yes, the Fiat of the damned. Yeah. Well, we'll see. So it's all going to be good. It's going to be great. I've got belief. I have a firm belief that this is going to be absolutely no different at all. Excuse me. In fact, mute button. See? Huh?
Yeah.
For those who say I'm not professional, how dare you? Right, good. I've seen large injectors screenshot already. It's beautiful, but I've seen it before. Show me another one. I want to see another screenshot. Welcome to Loading Screen Simulator. With me, Uncle Loading Screen, and my sidekick, Screen Man, Screen Boy, Train Lad, Thumbs Chum. There's many ways we could go. No, still the end times. I'm missing the dynamicism of the skies there. It's all good. All right, here we go. Let's have a look. Well, I got some breaking news, and the breaking news is no change. Okay, all right. Well, look. We could hang around and wait for this to go. I don't think it's going to change. If I'm getting low frame rate now, it's not going to change just because we're moving. Right? Now, it could just be loading stuff in at the moment there, but to be honest, what that basically means is all of the graphics crunching that was being done at my end was having no problem at all. So if you're getting this level of performance, I wouldn't necessarily advocate upgrading your kit. Although someone earlier was saying that they were running is that a 350 coming in now?
No, that's a 378. The 350 was the one, the green one.
What? No, it's not. That's a 377. I'm sure of it. Lies. You're fake newsing me. Hold on, let's go over. That's a 350, is it?
That's a 350. Yeah.
Oh, bum. All right. Well, shows what I know. There's me thinking the green one was. Never mind. All right. Okay, I'm going back. In fact, I'm not entirely sure where I am anymore, or why.
There we are.
There we go. Right, we're here. Oh, I'll tell you what. No, we're up to 20 FPS now because clearly, what if I were to see? So even looking at something entirely static, the frame rate is still not all that. So it is stuff that's going on in the periphery that is causing the action to manifest, or not, as the case may be.
Yeah.
This is a mighty long time to wait for passengers to load, you know. No, I wouldn't mind. Obviously, I don't think I've even pushed all the buttons to get us ready to rock, have I? No, I haven't. There you go.
Did the guard buzz at you?
Yeah, he's buzzing at me now.
Yeah, if you go round, there's a little green button on the other side that you can buzz back at him.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
So
I haven't put it in gear. Right, wait a moment. That will upset it. Put it in gear. Fine. I'll do it on. Give me the. Is it mismatching mapping my? No, it's not. No. I got you. All right. I reckon it's happy. Yeah, I got you too.
Yeah.
And you as well. There you go. All three of you. Shut up. Put a cork in it. We're rolling. Right, okay, off we toddle. No, we're not getting any change in performance at all. Well, there it is then. There's that. You know, Beelzebub's minions are descending from the sky. Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd are nowhere to be found. And I've just triggered the... Yeah, all right. Oh, flipping heck. Do you think you could be a bit louder?
Yeah.
There you go. Right. Now calm down.
Yeah. There we are.
It's throwing a PZB at me.
It
Just being unsightly. All I wanted to do is get it rolling a bit so we could check. Actually, I can't look at this sky anymore. I'm going to turn the dynamic skies back on, given that we have proved it has absolutely no impact on it.
Yeah.
Right. I'd rather have some sky than not. Don't tell me I need to reload the game. Oh, just no. No, I don't want it. All right, okay, let's try one more with feeling. Let's see if a different train will accomplish something else. In fact, let's try somewhere else on the route. Select loco. Let's get to 350 then. All Europe. Yeah. There you go. Have one of those. And let's go from Milton Keynes. No, we want to go from Euston, ideally. New Street to Euston. Nope. I want to go from Euston. Oh, hold on. There we go. No, that's Milton Keynes to Euston. This is unhelpful. You're not helping. Hold on. What's this? This is London Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston in 65 minutes. I don't think that ain't gonna hope. That's not happening. All right. Okay. It's gonna have to be quick drive then, isn't it? Right. Europe, please. Yeah. Thank you. Class 350. I'll find it. Don't you worry. So that's 360. That's 370. You would have thought it'd be on the first page then.
I'll be further along, maybe.
Well, you would, but I was for a moment there. I was having a thought it might go like, oh, maybe that's where I can actually stick it from. You could tell how often I don't use flipping free drive. Right, that one, yeah, and then load them on up there, and give me the 350 as an option if you would be so kind. 350.
There we are.
Okay, we'll give it all 8 cars because I'm feeling generous.
Yeah.
Right, okay, confirm. Summer, clear. All right, depart from Lee Hall. Maybe not. I want to depart from Euston. And I want to go to Wembley Central. Start. Right. Okay, here we go. This is the test. Now, obviously, there are still going to be 390s on the track. So, if it is the model that is the name for our pain, we'll find out fairly quickly. But it depends what impact the model has if you're not driving it. Yeah. Phil, Jamie, you've got the chat. I don't have the chat anymore.
No. I have been looking. We haven't got any. Is there any other questions? We've got questions. Let's have a look. Look.
Everybody loves a loading screen with dead air, Jamie. Come on, Phil, man. Phil. You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah.
You might not have the same level of verbal diarrhea that I have.
We've had a bit of fun in the chat. I think there's been people being annoying. Let's have a look.
They're allowed to be annoyed. They're allowed to be. They're upset, disappointed, annoyed. All of these things are perfectly legitimate. It's large injectors overexposed screenshots. He gets far too much praise for this one screenshot, which admittedly quite pleasant. But, we've seen there, been it and done it. Right, here we go. This
Any
feels
platform
like it's
announcements? There you go. Someone's asked, have we got platform announcements?
Well, have we?
I don't think we do. Not in the...
No.
And not on the West Coast Mainline one.
No. Right, here we are. I'll be honest. Oh, whoa, what have we got going on here? 20, 21, 22. It's not... I'm not feeling particularly... no, there we go. It's going up a bit. All right, we'll give it a minute and see what transpires. Open the doors. Open the doors. Oh, all right, don't bother. Let's just go. Right, now then. AC, I'm using a train that I've not used before, so this is going to... Thank you. This is testing my... Thank you. Is that pointing to forwards? Yeah. I would have the big lozenge pointing at the F if I was designing this. Anyway, let's... no, wrong way. Wait for it. Is that people getting off, getting on? Sounds like the door's closing. We're not in service. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. Let's see if we can get underway.
Yeah, so what you need to do
I pushed it into emergency. It's my own fault. Yes, speak to me.
You need to... Can you see that big red switch that seems to be lit?
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah, now try and put power on.
Yes, sir.
There
Smashing.
we are. There we are.
That's good. Oh, good job, Jamie. Nice one. You've dropped the knowledge on us.
DRA.
Okay, so we've got no fog. We've got clear skies. We're coming out of Euston too quickly. Hold on. That said, without all of the safety machinery going on here, it should be a little bit more conducive to me just zipping out as I feel like it. Okay, the frame rate is already better.
And you've got all the London buses as well. Look at that.
Yeah. Okay, look at this as well. Look, it's a very nicely modelled You Need New Wiper Blades edition. Time to pop down to Halfords and get a pair of Bosch and get them fitted.
Oh, and I do know the trick on how to change the not service bills as well.
Do you?
Yeah, so if you go back in the cab.
Yes, sir.
So look over to the right.
Yeah.
Up a bit. And you should see there's 2 arrows there.
Yep.
So there we are.
None Eton. No. Rugeley Trent Valley. Oh, yeah, I know this line very nicely.
There we go.
Where did I say we were going? Watford Junction. There you go. And now we want to go and check if this is manifest correctly outside yonder train. There you go. There we have manifest in accordance with righteousness. There we go. Now we're doing a solid 30. Inside the cab, less. Outside the cab, more. Inside the cab, less. Looking at the floor, loads. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now you're getting to the point where you're actually seeing, it manifest according to what you're actually looking at.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is much more like it. But I think we proved already that the resolution wasn't causing it. It wasn't the skies that were causing it. I'm still running with full screen anti-aliasing turned on and all of everything cranked up to max. The only thing I've dropped now is the resolution, and there's no fog, and we're not on a 390.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, another successful stream, friends. That's gonna wrap it up for today. I'll leave you some of this because who doesn't like the number 4 camera? Now the frame rate's dropped again. Interesting. Interesting. Now if I drop back here, no, now it's perfectly viable. Once it settles in, it smooths right out. There you go. All right. Well, that's it for today. An interesting stream. That did not necessarily... I thought this didn't have the annoyance buttons in.
Oh, I haven't checked that one yet. I haven't driven it very far.
I'm flipping heck, Jamie. You're supposed to tell me all the things that stop this from happening. Oh, that's really aggressive. Yeah, all right. Look, I've put the brake on. What more do you want? Stop beeping. Where's the other button? Seriously, where's the other button?
I'm not sure.
Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, all right, thank you. Oh no, where is it?
I'm not sure.
Passenger, this, that. I'm going to use process of elimination while you look for it. It's not that one. It's not this one. It's not. It's the floor pedal.
It's that pedal. There we go.
All right, that's space. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back soon with another one of these, and I'm sure it will be every bit as successful. Our next stream is Saturday.
Yeah.
What are you doing on Saturday?
So we're having a go with TS 21 again.
Yeah.
And I'll be with Matt.
You'll be on with Matt. Do you know what you're driving yet?
Not sure. I think we're leaving it for a surprise.
It will be an adventure. Right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Catch you next time. Cheerio.
See you later.